I mean, Paperboy went to college. Paperboy went to college. I mean, he might just be dancing around and, you know, wearing dresses and funny hats and whatnot, but he's actual true blue progressive. I believe in his intentions, and it's a ranked choice election. It's a ranked choice election. There is just a recent poll that just came out, and I'm going to do an analysis. I'm going to do a real boring, systematic, mathematical analysis. The maristpoll.marist.edu. And according to this WNBC Telemundo 47 Politico, Marist poll, Eric Adams leads the field of candidates among New York City likely Democratic primary voters in their first choice selection. So Eric Adams is 24% with their first choice selection. That's important because this is really all we know. We don't know the next rounds, okay? So in the first choice selections, he's going to get 24%. Since that's not a majority, then we have to keep, kick the last place person out. So Eric Adams, 24%, leads the field of candidates among New York City likely Democratic voters in their first choice selection. Catherine Garcia gets 17%, Maya Wiley 15%, Andrew Yang 13%. So that's the top four right there. But it's top five, right? You get a vote for five candidates. And it's that Stringer, that disgusting, gross Scott Stringer. How in the hell is Scott Stringer beating both McGuire, Morales, and Donovan? And even Prince Love. My God, who would vote for Stringer over, the Love Prince? Oh, Paperboy. So Paperboy, that's the first thing I want to announce is that Paperboy did not lose. He did not lose this. This is like the first poll that I've seen. There's 13 candidates. And so they're actually doing it like ranked choice voting. And so I'll make one point about how I would do ranked choice voting. I would just take anybody under 5% and knock them all out. And so that would, really clear up things in the very beginning. That would knock out McGuire, Morales, Donovan, Love Prince, Chang, Taylor, Wright, and then Foldenhauer. So that's the order. That's the order. And then 13% is undecided. 13% is undecided. So that means anybody can get that 13%. Let's just assume, just for shits and giggles, that everybody who is undecided votes for Paperboy. That means he's got 14%, which now puts him in fourth place. It puts him in fourth place of all the undecideds. So Paperboy has a chance. Paperboy has a chance. He got ninth place. He got 1%, not less than 1%. He got 1%. Paperboy beat Foldenhauer. Paperboy beat Wright. Paperboy beat Taylor. And then Paperboy beat Yang. So ninth place. Okay, yeah, he's not winning the damn thing, but hell, it's, he still has 6 more days to, just climb to the Empire State Building or whatever. He's got to, somehow get the attention of the people. But he beat 4 motherfuckers. And in a ranked choice voting, it's going to be really embarrassing for the last place, finisher because you're the biggest fucking loser and you're the first motherfucker knocked out of the whole thing. So that Foldenhauer is the fucking, it teaches you, ranking. You're ranking him. So you'll see who gets first, second, third, and fourth and all that shit. But you also see who, nobody fucking liked whatsoever. So Foldenhauer is the big fucking loser. And then Wright, then Taylor, then Chang, and then our beloved Paperboy. My beloved Paperboy. So he wasn't the biggest loser. So that was great. That was fantastic. This is the first poll where I've seen where all 13 candidates were put into the thing. He's got 1%. 13% is undecided, so he can win some of that undecided. And this is, a poll, so hell, the whole thing could be wrong. But this gives us an idea. This gives us an idea of where the voters of New York are right now. And the voters of New York, apparently, they like Adams, right? It's always been Adams, Garcia. But that's actually been, no, it hasn't always been Adams and Garcia. It's been kind of all over the fucking place, hasn't it? And then I thought Maya Wiley, I thought she was up there, but now it's Garcia, Adams, Wiley. These are the top 3. Let's see. Adams, I'll read this paragraph first. Adams is the first choice among all demographic groups except for whites, likely Democratic primary voters under the age of 45, those who identify as very liberal or liberal, and Jewish voters. Garcia is the number 1 choice for whites, 28%, Jewish voters, 26%, and those who identify as liberal, 25%, younger voters, 22%, and those who identify as very liberal, 34% select Wiley as their first choice candidate. Adams does exceptionally well among blacks, 43% in this first round ranking. So Adams is doing well with black folks, 43%, and those identify liberal and younger voters are going Wiley, so that's your progressive right there. Ranked choice voting allows voters to rank up to 5 candidates on the ballot in order of preference, and turn candidates with the lowest vote totals in multiple rounds will be eliminated, and voter support will be given to their next choice candidates until one candidate receives more than 50% of the vote. You have to get more than 50% of the vote. If you don't get more than 50% of the vote, you don't win, and it goes to the next round, and the loser gets knocked out, and you keep knocking the bottom place loser, and then redistribute third. Next place votes, their, second, third, fourth, fifth choice. And then that's how ranked choice voting, works, right? That's how ranked choice voting works. Okay, so the headlines of these articles where people wrote this, wrote about the poll, is that Adams wins in the 12th round. So, okay, Eric Adams, is beating everybody, 24, but that was just the first choice selection. He doesn't get a majority until the 12th round. There's 13 candidates, so he doesn't get a majority until basically the last final fucking round, which is, fucking insane. That's fucking ridiculous, and that shouldn't give you much confidence that he's got this shit in the bag, because he does not have it in the bag. The fucking 12th round, he'll win in the 12th round, and I'll tell you this, that even though they're sitting there telling us that he's going to, win in the 12th round, we don't even know if that's the case. What we do know is the first-round voters, and that's really it. So the first choice selection is, as we see it here, but we don't know who their second, third, fourth, fifth, because the reason why we don't know past that is because they didn't do it right. The voters, the pollsters, they didn't do it right. Those who actually voted in the survey, more than 1 in 4, 26% likely Democratic primary voters, only selected a first-choice candidate. And that's it. You're supposed to rank 5 candidates. There's 13 candidates. And so there is no reason for you not to. If your fucking number 1 candidate gets knocked out, then your vote doesn't fucking count. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't hurt to vote, everybody that you support and approve of. If you support and approve of them, rank the top 5 that you love and support and approve of. That's a tactic. You're not going to vote against anybody. You're just going to show it's all love. Ranked choice voting is all love. Another reason why that's good for Paperboy and his love politics. So in the survey, more than 1 in 4%, 26% only picked 1, 23% only picked 2 choices, 18% picked 3, 9% picked 4, and nearly 1 in 4, 24% ranked 5. So only 1 out of 4 ranked it correctly, and 1 out of 4 fucked it all up, and then it was mixed in between. So Jesus Christ, America, you didn't do this, fucking poll correctly. So are you even going to vote correctly? You need to rank the top 5. That's the best strategy. Which ones do you like the best? Put that one number 1. Which one do you like the second best? Just make sure that your rankings reflect precisely what you believe. If you think they're the 3rd best, 4th best, 5th best, if you don't like them, don't rank them. If you don't support them, approve of them, if you don't like them, do not write them in. That's when you put it at blank. But if my guess is the poll people, or the people that voted in this, they didn't know all 13 candidates. They didn't know all 13 candidates. They picked their one fucking person, and then that's it. They shut their minds off because they thought that this was, an old fucking way of doing things. But no, this is ranked choice voting. You need to know at least 5 candidates. You got early voting now so people could study up and they could write it before they go in to the thing. I wish they had written ballots. Colorado's elections are just so much easier, and they go just so quick, and it's just perfect. It's awesome. You get 30 days to look at the candidates, look at all the issues. Anyways, so, okay. So people have to write their top 5 before they go in. They need to look at all 13 candidates, and if they don't like somebody, just start throwing people, right? You got 13, so you just got to whittle 7 away. Well, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Get rid of 7. That leaves you 5. Then rank those 5 left. So they didn't do it right. The people who voted didn't do it right, and it might be how New York actually does it, but frankly, that's stupid, because 1 in 4, because they didn't do it right, their votes probably got thrown out. So their vote didn't count whatsoever. So they think that they're beating the system, but they're actually fucking it up worse. So 1 in 4 did it correct, but 1 in 4 did it totally wrong. And, you know, people are mixed. So it's probably about like 50-50, right? And then, yeah, I mean, really, all of them should have voted for 5 candidates. So really 75%, 3 out of 4 of the people that voted in this poll did not rank all 5 candidates. They couldn't be bothered to, what? Do ranked choice voting properly? Hi. Do not dare. I will not. Don't you even get the hell. So, yeah, most people didn't list 5 candidates. Most people did it wrong. They only picked 1 candidate. Talk about minimizing your power. Hey, you want to maximize your power? No. No, I'm just going to pick 1 person, and if that person doesn't, I'll just go home. I'll take my ball, and I'll just go home, you know? If Catherine Garcia doesn't win at all, you know, I can't pick a number 2. I just love her so much. I'm pretty sure you could pick a number 2. I'm pretty sure you could pick a number 2. So I feel like the reason why most of them did it wrong is because they couldn't think of another fucking candidate. They couldn't think of another candidate. They couldn't think of 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't. And then I bet the list is right there in front of them. They're like, who in the hell are these people? Well, I've recognized Yang, but I don't know who the rest of these people are. So there you go. There you go. That's the Marist poll. Is there anything else I can talk about? There's like some lines and some graphs. If we threw out all the 5%ers, you know, that does leave only 5%. That would work out really well. So they're doing, New York City's doing ranked choice voting differently than how I would do ranked choice voting. And anything else? No, that's it. Paperboy's got a chance. Paperboy has a chance. That Foldenhauer, he's the biggest fucking loser of all time. Don't even fuck with Foldenhauer. He says the way that the police and the public are going to, coffee dates. He's going to establish coffee dates between the pigs and the people, and that's how we're going to, you know, we're going to fix the community. We're going to make sure that we're all singing Kumbaya by having coffee dates. A bunch of fucking coffee dates. You know, like, I don't like coffee, tea, but it just, what the fuck? That's the solution. We need a civilian oversight board. We need a civilian commissioner. Jesus Christ, grow the fuck up. Fucking coffee dates. Coffee dates. Okay. Shop with the cop. I like that idea. That's a good idea. But what else? I'll just read one more paragraph. You know, among the top 3 candidates, Adams, Garcia, and Wiley, likely Democratic primary voters in Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens prefer Adams, while those in Manhattan favor Garcia, although likely Democratic primary voters in Staten Island were interviewed for the survey and included in citywide results. The proportional size of the borough in the survey sample is too small to report separately. There you go.